back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sana IE. I'm your host, XO. If it's your first time listening, welcome to the show. Welcome in, wherever you at. I just want to take the time to thank you for tuning into today's episode. Wherever you're at in the world, just thank you for rocking with me all year. Man, we in December. Last month of 2023, heading into 2024, but this year has been a blur. But also, I've learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself, learned a lot about the people around me. I've learned a lot about just life and the world, and I'm extremely grateful for this year. I always like to reflect back on the years, not necessarily the years, but towards the end of the year, I always do a end of the year assessment, as well as assessing myself, assessing the year, assessing if I accomplished my goals, if I fell short, where I improved at, where I've grown at, as well as assessing the people around me. I'm assessing the podcast, doing little things like that, seeing where can I improve at and what do I need to build on for 2024. And that's just something I do. If you do it yourself, I salute you. If you don't do it, take some time. Sometime this month, just sit down with yourself and assess how the year went for yourself. Was it a good year? Was it a bad year? Where did you grow at? Where did you become stagnant at? Where did you help this year? Where did you improve at? And just little things like that, doing the end of year assessment, seeing how you were with yourself, how your relationships went, how your career went, how your business is going, and stuff like that, and seeing where do I need to improve for 2024, what do I need to bring into 2024, and what do I need to leave in 2023, and doing that and helping yourself out. But overall, that was just on my mind. I had to bring that up. I bet you're wondering, what is today's episode about? Today's episode is about the importance of personal development. In today's episode, we're diving into a fundamental topic, which is the importance of personal development. We'll explore only why personal growth is crucial, but also what can happen when you neglect it. It's a journey into self-improvement that's just not for entrepreneurial millennials, but also for anyone seeking fulfillment and success. So let's unravel the significance of personal development and the consequences of standing still. But first, I know I got to kick off the show with my quotes of the day. And my first quote is, "Our struggles are created by focusing on our limitations. Our hopes are created by focusing on our possibilities." That's a deep quote. Our struggles are created by focusing on our limitations. It seems like we always focus on what we're not good at, and we let that hold us down. You're like, oh, I'm not good at this, and you let it re-emphasizing it like, oh, you're not good at it. Instead of, how can I improve this weakness? I'm not good here, but how can I become better? What do I need to do to be better in this area of my life? And not letting the struggles limit you, because everybody struggles before they succeed. And it's understanding this struggle is here to help me grow. It's not here to help me stay still or stay in this place. So this struggle, I need to write it down and see what are the solutions to me not struggling anymore. How do I turn my struggles into possibilities? And the second part of that quote is, our hopes are created by focusing on our possibilities. Anything is possible. Whatever you are struggling at right now, figure out the possibility. Figure out the solution of how not to struggle anymore. Where can you become, or can you excel at in this area? Whether it's health, finances, mental health, personal development, whatever it may be, figure out what is the solution to this problem? What is the solution to this struggle? Instead of enhancing that struggle, figure out how can I turn this struggle into strength? Because you can turn the struggle into strength. We all go through it. And it's like, some of us like to struggle alone. Some of us like to suffer in silence. But it's like understanding there's people around me that love and care about me, that don't want to see me struggle, that's willing to help. But we have to ask for help. And the second quote is, your circumstances will begin to change once you change your perspective. And that's a big one, people. Simply for me, changing your perspective is major key in anything that you do. It's like as we grew up with a certain perspective, wherever you grew up in a rich household, a poor household, a middle class household, whatever it may be, it shapes your perspective on life. But as you grow up and get older, as you get in your adulthood, as you become a millennial, whatever it may be, your perception starts to change, or it stays the same. But you have to really take hold of what perspective you want to have on life and your circumstances. You can have a negative perspective, or you can have a positive perspective, or optimistic perspective, whatever it may be. But it all comes down to your perspective, your mindset towards anything that you want to accomplish. If you start something fresh with the mindset of you can't do it, well, guess what? You can't. But if you approach it with, I can do it, I will do it, I will succeed, I will execute, that'll change your perspective on the situation, on the struggle, on what you're trying to accomplish. But it all comes down to how you see things, how you view things, how your mindset is when approaching a task, a goal, a business that you want to create, becoming a new person. It's all about that perspective. Change your perspective on everything. You can't be, the glass is half empty type of person. You got to be like, the glass is half full, and understanding that. But once again, that quote is, your circumstances will begin to change once you change your perspective. Let's dive into the importance of personal development. First off, what is personal development? We hear it a lot. I know, like, personal development. It's like, we're developing yourself. Well, let's go with the real definition here. Let's start by defining personal development. It's a lifelong process that involves acquiring new skills, improving existing ones, and fostering personal qualities that enhance your well-being and potential. So it's acquiring new skills. What new skills have you acquired this year? This is where the end of the year assessment comes in, where you like, okay, I acquired the new skill where I learned a new language. I'm a better money manager. Or I became better with my relationships. I became better with my communication. What new skills did you acquire this year? And what ones did you improve on? You might be like, I improved on how to cook. My cooking was cool. I used to make little stuff, but now I'm making gourmet meals. So it's about improving on your existing skills and fostering qualities that enhance your well-being and potential. What qualities do you love about yourself? Are you a caring person? Are you empathetic? Are you a helper, a server, a servant of people? Are you good with relationships? Are you good with your family? Are you good with yourself? What qualities are you fostering and enhancing for your well-being and potential? And that's just the definition of personal development. And then we start to dive into number 2, which is the path to self-discovery. As we all know, personal development is a journey of self-discovery. It allows you to understand your values, strengths, and areas that you need to improve. This self-awareness is the compass that guides your life. What do you value? Do you value family? Do you value money? Do you value God, Allah, whoever you believe in? Do you value time alone? Do you value self-care? Do you value personal development? What about your strengths? What are your strengths? What are you stronger at? What comes easy to you and harder to others? And what areas of your life do you need to improve? What do you plan on improving the rest of this month? What do you want to improve for 2024? How are you going to attack this new year coming up? What's going to be different about you? How are you going to attack 2024? And what do you want to be a year from now? Who do you want to be? What mindset are you going to have? What person are you going to become in December 2024? And what effort are you going to start putting in to do that? Something that dawned on me last night as I was driving home. I like to do long drive home, no music, just driving, thinking. And I was start questioning myself. Okay, like, it's December. Who do I want to become next year? And what would that person be doing? My personal thing, what I ask myself is, what would a billionaire be doing right now? I'm like, okay. And I started thinking like, when I get home, I need to do this. As when I woke up this morning, I asked myself this same question. What would a billionaire be doing right now? Okay, boom, boom, boom. He'll be doing this, 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 this. So it's like asking yourself these questions and applying action right after. Because you can ask yourself the questions all day long, but if you don't apply no action, it's just inaction. So it's understanding, what do you need to improve at? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to become in the long run? We can't be so caught up in right now that we forget we have a future to work towards. And number 3 would be unlocking potential. It's about unlocking your full potential. That's when it comes to personal development. That's the essence. Through personal growth, you maximize your abilities, which can have a transformative effect on your career, relationships, and overall life satisfaction. So personal growth, we should be growing on a daily basis. I know there will be days where you feel like you don't do nothing. You just want to lay in bed and chill and relax all day, binge watch your favorite show. But it's still understanding you still have an obligation to grow for yourself and for your relationships. So what are you doing with your abilities to transform so that affects your career, relationships, and overall life satisfaction? What do you need to do? And let's talk about the consequences of stagnation. Number 1 would be missed opportunities. When you don't focus on personal development, you risk missing opportunities for growth and advancement. Your career might plateau, and your personal life may become stagnant. And personal development should be happening every day. For me personally, I always try to listen to like 3, maybe 4 categories we're going to see right now. The first one is faith. Working on your faith is a part of personal development because, as we all know, life will test you. Life will test your faith, and you always have to have a strong belief and a strong faith in anything and everything that you do. And that's number 1 for me. When I wake up, I always pray and I always meditate, working on my faith, working on myself, working on my positive self-talk. And number 2 would be, besides faith, family. How am I with my family? How am I with my friends? How are my relationships with them? Are we having a great relationship, or is our relationship deteriorating over time? And understanding that too, it's like, okay, faith, family. Next thing may be your finances. How are you with your money? How's the money? Because the money thing is a big thing too when it comes to money management and having your right finances, so you're not stressing about that. Are you a great money manager? Are you like just splurge every now and then? Splurge a lot that you're not good with that money management? Is that something you want to be better at in 2024? How to manage your money better? I think I'm gonna do an episode on that too. But understanding like family, faith, finances, what else may be. My personal development gotta be number 4 on my list. How am I developing personally on a daily basis? Am I doing the things that I need to do to become who I need to become? And still doing that. If you have some time too, as you're doing your end of the year assessment, write a letter to your current self. Your future, act as if your future self, whatever your future may be, whoever you see yourself in 5 or 10 years from now, write a letter to your current self and detailing how your life is. Like, oh, you're doing this, you're living in this place, you have this type of business, you are traveling every weekend, you're helping, you're building communities, you have a charity, all that. Write that letter to your current self. Whatever you want your future to be in 10 years from now, 5, 15 years from now, whatever it may be, write a letter to your present self from your future self. And dream big. Whatever you want your future to look like, write that letter and read it on a daily basis from the day you hear this episode till the end of the month. Just straight reading that every day. And as you're reading it, visualize that future and how would it feel to have that now. And number 2 will be emotional stagnation. Stagnation in personal development often leads to emotional stagnation. You may find yourself stuck in a negative thought pattern or lacking the tools to manage stress and challenges effectively. So it's that emotional stagnation when you're not moving, when you know you should be moving, getting better in your personal development, but you're like, I'll do it next week, I'll do it next year, or the biggest one. I'll do it as my New Year's resolution. But it's like, why not start now? What's the difference between now and the first? If you start now, you're ahead of all the people that's starting on the first, or that wants to start on the first. And being stagnant, not developing yourself, you get stuck. You feel like, oh, you can't do it, and you start having that negative self-talk instead of, I need to do it now. Mel Robbins talks about the 5-second rule. Whatever it may be, you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, I don't want to do this. Give yourself 5 seconds and get up and do it. Because when you do that, you change your thought patterns in your brain. You're like, okay, I can do this. I need to do this. And that starts doing with the little things where you're like getting up and getting to that task that you have to do. I know recently my biggest thing was hitting the gym in the morning. But I have to give myself that 5 seconds. Like, all right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get up, get out of bed, go. Because if the more you procrastinate on it, the more it sets you back that you're not going to do it. Number 3 would be diminished resilience. Personal development is key to building resilience. When you don't grow on a personal level, your ability to bounce back from setbacks weakens, makes it harder to navigate life's ups and downs. So when you're stagnant on that personal development, you feel like you don't want to do nothing, it diminishes your resilience. It diminishes the way you bounce back from things. And that's something that you have to be working on with your personal development on a daily basis, because things will be sent to break you and destroy you. Whether it would be from God, from testing you, seeing if this is what you really want, or the devil may come and break you down. Because it's like, oh, I see a weak soldier, I'm going to go break him down. Instead of having that personal resilience, understanding like, I have to take this one day at a time. That's what it comes down to, taking it one day at a time. And understanding it's about the journey and not the destination. And the journey is so fruitful because you learn a lot through the journey of getting to where you want to go. You learn how to evaluate yourself. You learn how to cope with certain things. You learn how to grow. You learn your strengths, your weaknesses in this field. But if you don't focus on your personal development on a daily basis, it diminishes your resilience. It diminishes how you bounce back because you don't have that trust with yourself. You don't have that self-esteem. You don't have that self-confidence because you're not building that resilience. We don't grow. And every day we should be growing in some way, some facet or form. Number 4, strained relationships. Neglecting personal development can strain relationships as it might be difficult to understand and connect with others on a deeper level. Have you been neglecting your personal development? And I'm thinking now as I'm reading this, it does, because you're not growing personally on a personal development level. It holds you back from simply growing in other relationships because you feel like we're harder on ourselves. We're not growing. We're not doing what we're supposed to do. That we don't want to talk to other people. We don't want to communicate with other people. We don't want to talk to people that's ahead of us, that's doing better than us, because we feel like, damn, I should be doing that too, but I'm holding myself back. Sometimes we are in our own way because we think too much. If you're like myself, I'm overthinking. So you're like constantly thinking about if this goes right, if this goes wrong, and all that. You're thinking so much that you're not applying action. And sometimes you have to apply action to move forward. It's like a car. You're in a car, right? You got to put it in drive to go. You can't always be in neutral expecting to get to the next mile marker or next destination. Because neutral is just thinking. It's thinking. It has good thoughts, bad thoughts. So it's like, do I want to push forward? Do I want to drive forward? Do I want to be in neutral, or do I want to go in reverse? It's all come down to you. And now we're going to jump to the impact of personal growth. Number 1 would be enhanced confidence. Personal development boosts your self-confidence, which is a crucial asset in both personal and professional life. So it improves your confidence. When you're doing the things you're supposed to do, you're in the gym every day, you're reading, you're learning a new language, you're meditating, you're praying, you're with your family, you're doing all the little stuff. Enhance your confidence. And nobody can break that confidence because you're keeping those promises to yourself. And Milet said it best. Self-confidence is the promises that you continuously make to yourself on a day in and day out basis. Whatever you tell yourself you're going to do, you do that, and there's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. And it proves that confidence that nobody can shake your confidence because you know, hey, regardless of what goes on, I'm going to do this. I'm keeping that promises to myself. Number 2, it improves problem solving. You become a better problem solver. Personal growth equips you with the tools to face challenges head on and find innovative solutions. When you're constantly working on your personal growth, you're improving. It helps your problem solving skills. Haven't you noticed that? Like when you're doing all the things you need to do for yourself, you become a better problem solver. You think about less of the problems, you focus more on the solutions. And that's how it happens when you're doing what you need to do to grow as an individual in society. Number 3, fulfillment and happiness. Most importantly, personal development leads to greater fulfillment and happiness. It's the key to leading a life that aligns with your values and aspirations. You know, personally, myself, when I'm doing what I need to do, when I hit the gym in the morning, when I'm reading throughout the day, when I'm working on my Spanish, when I'm working on budgeting, managing my finances, when I'm working on the relationships in my life, I feel a better fulfillment and happiness simply because I'm doing what I need to do. I'm doing what I need to do for myself, for my present self, as well as for my future self to get to where I need to go. You have more fulfillment, you have more happiness, and you know that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You have that joy. Once again, I just want to thank y'all for tuning in to this episode. Without y'all, none of this is possible. And I hope this episode helped y'all when it comes to the essence of personal development. We all have to grow on a daily basis. And I thought this is the perfect time to talk about this as we move into 2024. Some of us are already in 2024, already working on our first quarter goals. And there's some of us that's like, okay, I'm going to let this year finish out and then I'm going to attack 2024 strong. But I view December as an assessment month. You assess how the first 11 months went. You're like, okay, this one right, this one wrong, this one right, this one wrong. I gotta improve here, I gotta do this, and switch up on that. And then figure out what do I want to be for 2024. So the first 2 weeks of December for me is assessing. The next 2 weeks of 2024 is planning. So assess and plan what you want to do and how you're going to execute for the next year. And always look ahead, and you may have to reverse engineer. A year from now, you may want to be in a whole different circumstance. You're like, oh, you're in your dream house, you got your dream car, you got your dream job, career, business, whatever it may be. Okay, you got all that, but what did you do to get there? Reverse engineer that and understand everything's not going to be sunshine and rainbows. There's going to be cloudy days and rainy days, but know that you have to prepare for those days yourself. But in conclusion, personal development isn't a luxury. It's a necessity. It's the journey that unlocks your potential, enhances your well-being, and enhances your life. By understanding the importance of personal development, you empower yourself to navigate challenges and seize opportunities. So make a commitment to your own personal growth. Take it one day at a time. And know that I'm here for you too. It's like you have a team support system around you. And if you don't, find the right people around you who will support your personal development growth. You're not in this alone. I got you. I'm here for you. And if I could leave you with something today, it'll be no matter how much you revisit the past, there's nothing new there to see. Enjoy your week. We'll be back again with Sana IE.